Nope, there we go. All right, hello, hi everyone. We're just in the green room still, and we're just discussing like how hungry Dag makes people. Now real quick, I was gonna say this. Throughout the RPG community, there are so many luxury role playing adventures. Like play Dungeons and Dragons in a castle with all these cool people, and like go out to the ocean and play on a boat with all these role playing characters. It's stuff like that. I'm a very humble man. I'm a very simple man. And even though I've been invited to, a few of these things, I've been invited to the cruise, I've been invited to Peru, I've been invited to the D&D, the castle. Despite being invited to all these things, I keep thinking to myself, you know what? I would so do something in the backyard, right? Like literally come over to Perth in the middle of nowhere. There's like this small island filled with tiny marsupials. We'll get like an abandoned like high school, and we'll have like a whole bunch of people there, and I will cook for people. And I like fuck the D&D. I mean, we'll play D&D. Do tons of D&D, right? But that's not the seller. The seller is that Dag will actually hire a crew of people. We'll have some cooks and stuff, and they will make a menu of Dag's design for people who enjoy, and this is like the fantasy feast kind of shit, like not this fucking, and Quincy, I'm sorry, but it's not like the Evermore Park bullshit where it's like, here's just some fucking lunch meat, like just thrown into like a freaking cafe. We're talking like, freaking golden lamb roast. We're talking like like an enchanted forest mushroom, like Heston Blumenthal type bullshit. Like that's what be on offer. I just say putting that out there. Yeah. Anyway, boop button. Hi everyone. There we go. I've ruined my own pace. My name's Michael. Dag. Dead was a gamer. This is who I am. What's up? These are guys. These are people. They're my players. Ain't they handsome? Look at them. Boom. Guys, say hello. So I'll unmute you so people can hear you. There you go. Hit the button.
Ooh. Hello.
Hey everyone.
There we go. Fantastic. We are, of course, all here to play some Starfinder, and we are going to be playing in a custom adventure that I have named No Place Like Home. In this epic tale, our heroes are currently on a quest to go and try and salvage some resources from a derelict ship that is currently floating through uncharted or unclaimed spaces, and that's our adventure. We have, of course, some people to thank before we get started. We have, of course, HeroForge for the wonderful artwork you can see on screen here. Fantasy Grounds for our VTT of choice that connects all my players together. And Sirenscape for the wonderful sound effects you will hear throughout the course of today's session. Because we are running a little bit behind, I will do the speed intro version of this. Behold, my players and the characters that are going to caravan their way through our adventure. We have Gareth, the captain of the crew, a person with a dark and sordid history, which, of course, has been doing his best to serve as a captain of the free running group that are riding aboard the Morning Phoenix, a shuttle and smuggle ship that Gareth pilots. This is played by Cookiemon Steve.
Hello.
Next up, the bio officer, person in charge of medicine as well as xenobiology. We have Elwyn, who is a human raised among the Kasatha aboard the Idara, on their temperance, yes, on their temperance, which is kind of like a walk, should I say, a spiritual journey where they learn and come to understand themselves more fully and more thoroughly. This very esoterical and very, very scientifically minded character, Elwyn, is played by our dear friend Cass.
Hi.
And then we have the large and robotic figure of Mercutio, a spirit held within the body of an exoskeletal robot with a hologram for a head. The ship's mechanic and repairman, who is traveling with our group in order to try and keep our ship aloft as best as they can despite limited resources. Mercutio has a very, very, very long history, as the spirit that dwells within is one from the ancient times of Pathfinder. and have adjusted to a future that they now find themselves in. This character is played by our dear friend Marcus, aka Coreshift.
Hello.
Then, of course, following which, we have a Skittermander from Vex, the Vex Imperium, a soldier and a warrior, one who has strived very hard to prove that, powerful things come in small packages. Medellin, the Skittermander, is played by our dear friend Votaria.
Hey everyone.
Howdy, howdy, howdy. Then, of course, unfortunately not appearing in today's episode is June 30, our android, android pilot, a synthetic, I want to say ego, but that's not quite right. It's a social media influencer, video gamer, celebrity. There's a word.
Good gamer.
No, there's another thing. It's like a celebrity, but something. It's like, dang it, it's gonna come to me later. Like, I want to say iconoclast, but that's not right. It's something. I mean, maybe an icon. That's the thing. Anyway, a video gaming icon who was caught into a very, very deep hole with their lost agent and a whole bunch of stuff, and was turned into, of course, a pilot for the smuggling ship, though they are quickly finding their found family here. This is played by our dear friend Syl, who was not feeling too well today, so we hope that Syl has a speedy recovery and we get to see her very soon. And lastly but not leastly, playing the role of our first mate and a powerful addition to our group's maintenance and repair and engineering crew, we have Carlina the Patra, who is, of course, the person who Gareth first recruited when he started putting the ship together, a very loyal and stalwart protector of the crew and those who dwell within the ship and those who dwell within. We have, of course, Malakisa.
Hello.
Hello. So yeah, this is our crew. Now, we have, of course, a number of ways for our audience members to be part of the crew as well in order to influence the game and do some cool stuff. We have, of course, a bunch of rewards through our channel points, such as Inspiration, Wandering Bosses, Divine Intervention, Divine Healing, a whole bunch of cool things. So just watching the show, you earn channel points, and you can help the group out while we play through those. But if you do feel like helping Dag out with some extra donations, then there are, of course, some monetary donations you can use to influence the game. Each of which come with a set of exercises that I am doing because I am punishing myself. No, I'm not. I'm trying to get in better shape. So, this also helps me get in better shape too. So, for $5, you can award a red mark to one of the players or a purple mark to me. These are hero points and jinx points. Hero points can be used to stave off death, petition the DM for stuff that isn't the rules, and roll with advantage. Jinx points can be used to counteract hero points, make bad guys roll with advantage, or complicate things ever so slightly. For $10, I will draw from either a deck of plot twists, which are over here, that come with narrative prompts that I will then influence into the game, or I will roll on a table of random encounters and random effects from our roll and playbook, which of course has just a ton of different tables for just a wide variety of situations and things like that. So yeah, we'll pick something and we'll go off that. Then, of course, we have our $20, which is a natural 20, because sometimes shit just needs to work, and that's how we make it work. $50, we have either a draw from our Harrow deck, which is a deck of fortune-telling cards that our heroes will draw from. There will be a prophecy associated with that card, and if that prophecy comes into fruition, or if our heroes reject it, they gain a boon, a magic item, or a favor from the creature within the card. They will also, in addition, gain a 1d4 boost to whatever stat is associated with that card. And then we have our boss buff for the $50 donation, which of course will be a boost to whatever encounter or dangerous thing is happening to the encounter. So like basically something will get hotter, new powers to bad guys, more, I don't know, a victim walks into the fray, whatever the case is. Boss buffs make the fight more difficult. And lastly, we have our secret menu item. Our secret menu item is going to be quite a nice little thing here. So we have, of course, aboard our ship, it's kind of a humble ship and stuff, but right now our heroes are currently amidst a kind of a gambling situation with a bunch of delicious food being provided by a person known as the Gourmand. These foods are both delicious and dangerous as they gamble whether or not to eat these particular foods. Because of this, I will allow my heroes to gain access to a proper fabrication system. The way the fabrication system works is, while aboard the vessel, they will be able to use their craft skill to convert money directly into objects and items of a non-magical variety. Now, there is a size limit, of course. You cannot print out another ship, for example, but pretty much anything up to, say, the size of a refrigerator, our heroes will now have the ability to print within the ship. This will include incredibly fine details and tastes and flavors as well, which means that anything that is produced here, we can do that as well. So that is our secret menu item for the day. It is, of course, it's called the UBP, a UBP printer. That is what it's called. Which also means that our heroes will never need to actually stop to go to a shop because they can build something anywhere in the universe. So there you go. Now we have some donations already, so thank you very much to our donators. We have Nomads tipping a D4. Tipping $10, and then we had Schoolyard rolling a D4. Tipping a D4, what the fuck, Michael? For a plot twist. So Adam, let's do the plot twist. We have switching sides. Interesting. All right, switching sides. I wonder what we're gonna do with that. All right, and then we have 2 plot twists and a roll on the roll and play table. Okay, so next plot twist is an epiphany. Ooh, an epiphany. The next plot twist is sudden recollection. Sudden recollection is our 3rd plot twist, and a roll from the table. So let's have a quick look here. Ooh, food and drink. Here we go. Flight encounters. Okay, Schooly Eye, can I get you to roll me a D12, please? Please roll me a D12. A 12. Okay. Done and done. Jeez, that's okay. That's a thing. All right. So while I do what is effectively 40 sit-ups, I'll probably do only 20 sit-ups, and then I'll do a planking for 20 seconds. All right. While we do that, Gareth, would you be so kind as to recap our last session, por favor? I will set you a nice little backing track as well, so that you can have some music to go by.
Oh boy. Musical accompaniment.
Yeah. All right, there we go. And hopefully that'll... All right, beautiful. All right, okay. Steve, take it away.
Well, gee, what happened last week? Well, sorry, I've got to sneeze. Cass, can you take this for a second?
Sure. So, last week, the crew of the Morning Phoenix came across a peculiar gambling situation from someone who claims to know Gareth, although Gareth does not remember this individual. After some back and forth between the party, Elwyn in particular was like, Captain, I totally think we should do this gamble situation. I think it would be fun. And it turned out that we entered into a really risky, well, I say risky because the food has some funky side effects. It was an eating contest, gang. And Madeline got injured by the food. There was one form of food that Elwyn and Gareth were like, absolutely the frick not. Pass that over to the gourmand. And the goal of the eating contest is for either the Morning Phoenix's crew or the gourmand to get to 100 points, I believe. Whoever gets there first wins the contest. And the crew is currently standing at 57 points, and we are being faced with a roasted breast eater, which is a huge animal, beautiful animal, not a specific cut, like the whole thing has now been printed or fabricated and put in front of us, and it is massive. And that is where we left off last time.
Have
Will
you guys
we
mentioned why you're in
succeed?
space?
Oh. We are in space
We're-
because we are running from the space law and heading toward partially running from the space law, partially heading toward a derelict, abandoned ship that vanished for a long time and just now suddenly came back. And hopefully we find that ship and make very good monies, very good credits, not money.
Yeah, running like the wind.
All right.
Credits are still money.
All right. So, I got 5 more things to do, but while I describe the scene, our heroes are, of course, currently locked in a contest with the gourmand. This individual here, who is currently our opponent for this contest on the black market. Now, the purpose of the contest is for everyone, as mentioned, to eat a variety of different foods prepared by the gourmand, or to pass on it and potentially pass on the points. The gourmand has presented you with a wide variety of things, some of which have proven to have deadly side effects. Still be delicious, but, deadly effects nonetheless. The latest thing that is brought out is now a whole roasted dinosaur, about the size of a camel, which has been served on a plate with a delicious bright yellow sauce. It is, if you've ever had Egyptian fare, it is very much like that. Very, very much roasted and then served with a very, very rich yellow sauce. Beds of rice that is kind of built upon, and the meat just falls off the bone of this massive creature. You have to devour, one of your crew members have to devour the whole thing, which seems to be an impossible feat. But the scene is yours. Take it away.
It's like Gareth is still holding his stomach and from feeling rather ill from the last thing that he ate. I think Boyd is rehydrating.
He's on an
Looks
IV.
yeah.
I could probably eat a dinosaur. I can do it.
You sure?
I can do it. I hope. Yeah, I can do it.
I mean, do you think the gourmand's actually big enough to eat the whole thing? Like it would be, nobody would get the points if we passed and he still couldn't eat it.
I don't think it's poison.
Nope. Not like what I ate.
It's just big. It's just big.
If you think so.
I think I can do it.
Does anybody else want to? He looks at small medallion and goes like, "Damn it, Merc! This is a point where if only you could eat."
I'm
Hey,
sorry, Captain.
don't
I'm
blame
on my
me.
last arm.
Yep. I'm not blaming you, Merc. It's just like, oh, you could probably just disintegrate it as it went down.
Well,
Ellen, I know
unfortunately,
you
the
can.
only hole in this body the food could go in is kind of already being inhabited by something.
Yep, I get it. And Boyd is already.
Boyd
failed
did
us
his
out, so-
part.
Boyd
Boyd did his
did more
part.
than his part. Yeah.
I think
Okay,
it's my turn.
Carolina.
The team, Captain.
Good luck.
All right, so Carlina steps up to literally the plate. As you do so, this large beast that stands before you looks to be quite the challenge. You are going to make 6 fortitude saves. Each will increase in difficulty by 1 for every save, with a twist at the end, but we'll come to that later. Just so you know, I've planned a twist, and it's not going to show up, and you're going to be like, oh, I was robbed because I passed all this stuff. It's like, there's a twist at the end. So, let's do our first fort save. This one's pretty low. You are fine. The first of your
Okay.
checks goes by very, very easily. All right, your second check.
Snacking's going good so far.
Also saved. Very good. So that's your second one done. All right, third one's also doing well. You watch as Carlina is stripping these bits of meat, and it's very savory, very meat flavored. You could tell that there's like this like sort of sweet, dried, like sort of raisin sort of taste mixed in with the rice. That's also like kind of got this kind of turmeric bitterness to it that doesn't overpower everything. It's also got a nice bit of heat to it as well, as you can taste some of the Acatonian chili powder that is kind of like grown on it. It's kind of also got that kind of metallic-y tinge to it with the Acatonian chili, which is very, very homely for you. You kind of like feel like it's like kind of nana cooking kind of thing. All right, we've done 3 successes. You got 3 more. Let's go.
Tastes good. I'm enjoying it.
Okay. This one you've critically succeeded. It doesn't give you an additional bonus, but you brought out a delicious pitcher of it's called lassi, and it is made with not only some fruits but also with the milk from a crust eater, which pairs incredibly with this food, and you will get a +2 bonus on your next fortitude save. All right, let's go for the next one. We're up to number 5. Oh, killing it! You again just rip through and devour all of the this, and you're kind of like onto like the like kind of the last bits of it, bits and pieces, as you're like sucking the bones clean and the like. All right, we got one more check. And you have an inspiration as well, so this check is at an advantage. Some of you are actually also feeling a bit queasy, especially Gareth, watching Carlina eat an entire camel, but it's happening. Ooh, that's good. You managed to pull through, and again, You did get it. You did get
I
it.
got that. So
That passes.
so
All
I
right.
need advantage over.
And you strip it clean. You have everything has basically been cleaned off the plate except for the bones. Well done. Everyone's like, "Oh my god, you freaking did it." But that is when the intercom comes on. The gourmand says something in his native language. At this point, you're the announcer, who is... Where is he? That's not him. That's not him. Where is he? What did I do with his Hero Forge mini? Oh, this guy. Here we go. Karis basically says, it seems like the gourmand has a bit of a problem. He doesn't count your the dish as being completely eaten. Not yet. You see, the bones are a roasted delicacy on the gourmand's planet, and he's gonna need you to eat all the bones as well. Alright, the DC is gonna take a spike, but you've got to do 2 more checks in order to succeed. Carlina, you are already full to bursting. You feel like awful. Looking at this pile of bones, it looks tough. It looks like, again, very... I mean, while it is edible, it doesn't look all that tasty either.
She's gonna grab a bone and start gnawing, and she's gonna give the gourmand kind of a dirty look, but she's gonna go for it.
As you crunch into it, give me a fort save. Natural 20. As you bite into the bone, it is actually crunchy. Like, not crunchy in like it's a tough, thick bone kind of way, but almost as if separated from the actual carcass of the roast. It was then seasoned, spiced, oven baked, deep fried, oven baked again, and then the meat of the entire beast was reassembled on top of these incredibly crisp, crunchy, and heavily seasoned bits of bone. It's like it's almost like eating like a almost like eating like harder like kind of like a hard spiced breadstick that then oozes the bone marrow straight out from it. You realize these aren't edible. These are actually really freaking delicious. Like, of course, you know, you can see why the gourmand counts these as eating them, because, you know, again, you would absolutely just eat the bones as well. But a natural 20 has, you know, definitely whet your appetite. You will get another +2 bonus on your next check. Last check as you just crunch your way through these bones. A 19 is precisely the DC you needed. Carlina, you have a large food baby that is seated high upon your belt, as the gourmand very, very impressively tips his hat to you, having devoured the entire thing, like, well, basically whole. Yeah, there's no way around it. The Crest Eater will award you a further 50 points, which of course brings your total to 107, which declares you the winners of the contest. There's a kind of a series of noises coming from the gourmand as he congratulates you on a very, very well fought victory. He thought he would have had you stumped with a few of these, but you have taken your licks, and shy of the kalo sashimi, you have eaten everything he has put up in front of you. He could not be, while he is disappointed as a gambler, he could not be more satisfied as a chef, and you know, hopes that you could dine at his restaurant by personal invitation. You will eat at the chef's table, should you ever find yourself on Brethada, which is where he lives on one of the moons there.
Nice.
All right. Meanwhile, Karas. Well, colour me surprised. Who would have thought you had it in you, eh? Looks like you've put together a pretty sizable crew here. Better than your last one, at least, eh? Oop, I'm not supposed to say anything about that. Hush, mum's the word. But, hey, fair is fair. Now, what did we agree on? 200 credits?
thought it was 2,000 credits.
Shields.
he says, "Oh yeah, of course, silly me, 2,000 credits it is." As he kind of like, he's seeing if your memories, all that cracked up to me.
It was also shields for the ship.
Yep, and your shields, of course. Think nothing of it. Here, first of all, your credits have been added to your account. No problem whatsoever. You see your credit score on your Abdaran bank account sort of ding, go up by $2,000. Next up, you see that data begins to input into your computer system on schematics for the upgrade. Now, while they're not upgrading them for you, they are giving you everything you need to upgrade them, because obviously they don't have that kind of power to do digital upgrades. But between Mercutio and Carlina, these are pretty child's play. They're child's play to build and construct. It'll just take a little bit of time. Karis turns around and he says, "Well, I hope you had fun, my son, because I still believe that you are one of the most entertaining bits of fun that we can have here in the outer vast, especially after what I heard you got into with the Ratchets. But hey, what they can't get is mine to exploit in any way I want." Anyway, pleasure doing business as always, Captain.
I guess so. One day we'll have to have a drink, and you can tell me about the other time.
Oh yes, no, nothing better than libations to bond over forgotten memories, eh? I'll make sure we'll make some time, pencil you in. In the meantime, ta-ra, as he disappears from your comms. There's a shudder on the ship as all of the digital codes suddenly go back to where they were, where, all the systems are now not nominal, but normal. So yeah, they no longer have access to your food processor. They no longer have access to your ship. They've just switched everything off. But well done. How you guys feeling?
Gareth is going to
Madeline's
go
in a
to...
little bit of pain.
Gareth's in a lot of pain.
I'm not hungry anymore.
Next year?
I don't think you'll be hungry for about a month.
Elwyn is just furiously taking notes on these foods and the way that everybody has reacted to them, and Carlina's ability to eat the entire thing. She's taking notes in her PDA or whatever she would have for
Elwyn.
Notes on the crew.
Epiphany.
Hey!
Your study and your research leads you to a grand discovery of an inoculation that you will now have on hand at all times. Any type of food poisoning or food sickening, your inoculation can cure the effects instantaneously. This does not include regular poison. If you ingest poison, that'll be normal as per usual. But if they eat something spoiled or something that doesn't agree with their constitution, or if they just have the sickened condition, you can eradicate it with this anti-nausea med.
Nice! That's so cool!
All right, that is your epiphany. Well done, and thank you for the donation for our first plot twist. All right. Winding down, there's still tons of food that, just around the plates and stuff like that, as you clean up and things. Those of you who, didn't get a chance to taste some of the stuff, you can taste the dishes and the sauces and stuff, and it's all really, really good. Although you see lying on the ground Boyd with an IV going, "Don't eat the dust cake. My processors are struggling." As the cyborg who dehydrated himself in 10 seconds is slowly turning into a mummy. Okay.
It's yeah. That was a good job, Boyd. Thanks. Elohim, you got anything for this insane level of nausea that I'm feeling?
As a matter of fact, I sure do. She just magically pulls it out of her coat pocket and administers it. I'm imagining it would be like an oral liquid or something.
It's a giant needle through the eyeball.
Oh no!
No, I'm joking.
Hope you like your remaining eye, Garrett.
Yeah. No, it's fine. It is a needle though, so it does need to be injected. But yeah, you find a good spot and you. And you, Gareth, almost immediately your sickened condition seems to evaporate from you.
That's handy. Keep that around.
Oh, good, it works. Unlike the coral, this one actually freaking works.
Gareth looks at you. It's like, what do you mean? Oh, good, it works.
Yeah.
What did you stick me with?
Like it's like, I thought that I wasn't going to be a guinea pig anymore. Didn't we have that talk before?
I tested it on myself first, Captain. Don't worry. And you can see she's like fiddling with her arm.
Elowen, make a deception check. A bluff. And Gareth, you can make a perception. Yeah, no.
Gareth believes everything she said.
Yeah, Elowen tested it on themselves. It's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Well, luckily, with all that excitement, by now the software for that little project should be done updating, so we might be able to hunt down that little thing.
Excellent. That would be nice.
Yeah.
I'll
go get it.
Are you okay? Cool. It's an it.
Well, of course, it's an it. What'd you think it was?
Detection system.
Oh, it'll definitely detect, and it has its own systems.
Okay.
The hologram skull gives a little wink as he
How do you wink without eyelids?
It's the same way that, like, you know, like the old cartoon skulls
Oh, yeah.
from like Rubber Hose, how they can still wink. Yeah, he does that because it's a hologram.
That's fair. All right, fair enough. All right.
He's able to actually emote and express with a hologram.
Perfect. All right. As you guys make your way to go and witness this, you watch as a small, like kind of little like boxes placed on the ground by Mercutio. With the command word, the box sort of has this little shutter door that rolls open as steam begins to pour out. As this happens, you then see no, that's not it. Come on, you. Sorry, one moment. Maybe this one?
I'm glad I'm not the only one who loses files.
I do.
Same.
I
Oh,
mean, he
no.
runs
That-
like
that
5
music
campaigns,
changed. No.
so
No, like I said, it's just like Sirenscape is actually quite difficult to use on Fantasy Grounds specifically.
yeah.
Because like
I'm sorry, the tone of the music was very funny. Like, it was such a drastic tonal change on the back end that I just giggled a
is.
little. Sorry.
Yeah, no, it's fine. You know what? Screw it. Let's just go with that. And go with this. There we go. All Alright, the steam pours out from the tiny box as the light sort of shines, and as it does so, the roller door begins to open. You hear the sounds of something moving within as the silhouette of two large robotic legs suddenly come into view, and then suddenly the shutter doors jam.
God damn it. We're kind of just fidgets with the door to get it open.
It seems to be stuck, like it's just like it's jarred, like so it's like not quite aligned properly just yet.
Yeah. He takes whatever side's lowest and just kind of wrenches it up to align it.
Yep, you kind of grab hold of it and you kind of like make a athletics check. Yep, you hear this,
21.
and it's sort of like it wrenches, and you kind of like you're pretty sure you got it. You're pretty sure you got it. You hear the chain sort of click over, and then suddenly once again, the heat starts to rise again. The smoke pours out, and
Merc's just like annoyedly tapping his foot.
It is quite slow as it sort of like begins to move upwards. You can now see what looks to be the body of a
It's a little robot.
yes, a little mechanical robot.
Everybody, Merc kind of claps his hands together. I present you Tybalt.
Tybalt.
It looks around with a single, like a single windowed light source in the center of its body. Almost like an eye, it begins to scan the room and take acknowledgement of everyone.
It should be able to help us in combat, but I specifically designed it to be small so it can get into places that even meddling can't get into. It is unfortunately not the most bendable. But that'll come with time. Maybe, hopefully.
It looks at you and ponders the meaning of the word bendable.
Flexible, that's the word I meant to say.
It does not believe you.
That is the actual word I meant to say. I'm just couldn't remember the word. But yeah. Figured this could probably help with our little gremlin issue. I even put Expo's old AI core in there, so that should draw it as a hey, don't give me that look, Captain. I saw that.
Gareth is just like, so you're saying that this is a warmongering bot?
No.
Okay.
It doesn't it doesn't have the same level of functions as Expo does. It's not as Expo, what are you doing there, bud?
I'm not doing anything. Don't worry.
That's not just...
I knew that's what you were trying to do.
I think Expo's feeling a little bit jealous.
I'm home.
But maybe with Tybalt we can lure out those gremlin things. Once the slime gets to it first, then it'll be kind of just stuck to the ceiling again.
while you were talking, Expo has gone over to one of the nearby tables and picked up a wrench.
What you doing with that wrench, buddy?
Nothing violent.
That doesn't sound suspicious.
Merc kind of just walks over and picks up Tybalt just to move it a little away from Expo, keeping his head turned at Expo. Right.
Expo seems to sort of look and follow, but then like kind of, just like, oh. Next time.
Starting to think I didn't install his new core correctly. Later problem for later, Merc.
Expo, think of it as your little brother.
I do not subscribe to pathetic organic family ties.
All Tybalt will be able to do is just whir and clank. Like he can't even form words. It is very much it is very much a like base robot like until I can make it better.
Yeah. So Gareth is going to look at Expo and go, Expo, can you please go and check on June on the bridge and make sure that everything's nominal.
Fine.
You can leave the wrench behind.
Anyway.
Merc, I think you may have to keep an eye on him.
Well, luckily, as you saw, I have the box. Unluckily, I feel like that box will be very hindering during combat, so... I'm picturing it now. We're face to face with the T-Rex, and the box just gets stuck as it's running at us. None of you know what a T-Rex is, do you?
Elle's like, Elle flips through her device pad, trying to see if that type of creature is anywhere listed in any of her several big chunks of data worth of texts on xenobiology.
All right. I would say make a nature check. See if you can figure out what this thing is.
Ka-cha. Oh no, that is a bad ka-cha.
That is so perfect, though.
As you go and inspect it, all of a sudden you watch as a image of the creature appears on the screen.
Oh?
It does.
That one, but you have information? Oh no, it's gonna jump scare Eloin.
As it looks at you, it says, "Oh, there are things here. Things about me. What does it say? Handsome. Yeah, check. Mischievous and capricious. I don't know what that is, but it sounds like a coffee. Kill on sight. Ooh, no, we don't like that. Let's change this right away. Must immediately plug in to share systems attached to Ethernet cables." Yeah, that's way better. See? Isn't that better? You watch as the glitched face sort of like appears like in the top hand corner. Imagine like Clippy kind of thing just appearing.
Oh, but it's like a glitched T-Rex head.
It's a glitched gremlin head.
Oh.
Oh.
I was picturing the little no internet Google T-Rex.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Gareth is like, cut it off. Cut the connections. That's our gremlin.
It's definitely a gremlin, Captain, and she Elle makes to go try to shut down her pad before it can jump into anything else.
As you attempt to shut down your
Oh.
pad, it shows up on the screen. It's like you appear to be trying to power off your device. Would you like to do so?
Merc will quickly grab her pad and grab a cord that's attached to Tybalt.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, guess.
Oh, I'm reacting as player. I am reacting as player. Go ahead.
Yeah. And he'll plug the cord into the pad, and he'll go, "Gotcha, you little bastard."
Oh no! No, please! No! No! No!
Nothing happened.
And the pad goes quiet.
Oh. Merc is suspicious. He's gonna tap the pad a couple times, swipe through some files, see if it's still in there.
No, it seems clear. Seems perfectly fine.
All right. He unplugs, hands it back to Ellen. Here you go.
Thanks, Merc, for getting that thing out of my pad. Hopefully it worked, and Elle will. Should I wait to turn the pad back, or should I test it now while you're
it's
looking
still
at
on.
it?
It hasn't been turned off.
Oh, it hasn't been turned off. Okay. Do I see anything funky, or did it go through?
Yeah, it seems fine.
Oh, hey, it worked just like I planned. Like I said, I built him to trap the gremlin, so
Well, that's good because that was an annoying feature.
You're an annoying feature.
I was just gonna say it can still hear you.
You,
Right, little buddy?
As you hear that, you actually don't know where that's coming from.
Oh. It's still around here.
Do you think it had multiplied?
Yeah, either it had that or it had its own little buddy.
Well, can you tell if it's something's actually in Tybalt?
Oh, yeah.
You
There's a
notice
little-
that Tybalt is, as you have like kind of, like been talking and stuff like that, Tybalt has been doing his own stuff. Currently you are in the, I believe you guys are still in the living lounge kind of area. And Tybalt is going through the cupboards.
Merc, I think the annoying feature,
At this point in time,
Took over your
Madeline, make a
robot?
reflex save. As a very, very heavy mug suddenly flies directly at your monkey face. You unfortunately do not dodge, as the word annoying leaves your lips, and the word ow suddenly emerges from them, as a glass shatters on your face. You take, oh good, a whopping 6 points of damage, as the glass just brains you. Whack! As Tybalt throws with full force this.
And she's immediately
mug.
knocked out again.
Are you?
Immediately down to dying.
Yep. Well, evidently.
Technically, dying too now.
Dying too, yeah. Yep. Okay, Jesus. Okay,
Well,
I got you.
Merc kind of just goes, "Well, shouldn't have called him annoying. I think he's neat."
Hear that? I'm neat.
Do we have a robot toddler on the ship now?
Oh no, you have a very excitable gremlin now in the body of a robot.
Okay. Gareth is pointing at Madeline, going, "Ellen, can you like?"
Yeah,
She looks
Oh,
yeah.
sorry. Let me be clear. Medlin is not dying. Medlin is not dying. Medlin is unconscious, and is
Yeah.
now wounded too, but is not dying. This is not a lethal attack.
Yeah, I figure, but still, yeah, Captain, I'm on it. I'll get her upright.
Okay, Elowen goes over and begins to tend to Medlin's wounds. Yep. Well, Mercutio explained, that yes, the gremlin is now in Tybalt.
Carlina's gonna kind of walk over to the gremlin and try to treat it like a toddler, but go, "You are a very neat little creature. Can you work the body that you have now, just like a regular robot?" And she's gonna slowly walk closer to it.
Psh, can I
but
work
not
the body?
threatening.
Psh, check this out. And you watch as like they just start like playing. Ooh, actually, you know what? I got just the thing.
Oh, I was gonna say it just starts playing More Than a Feeling. Yeah, I don't know where he got that music from.
All right,
Taking me out. Also, super quick above table. I love that you named it Tybalt to Mercutio. Just saying, mwah, chef's kiss.
great.
Oh,
I love it.
God, hold on.
Yeah, that is great. For sure.
Why do I have clown music? Oh, because I've still
Yeah,
got that on.
and the best part is, it's not spelled like the character from the play. It's bolt, like an actual nut and bolt.
Of course.
Oh, here we go. He starts literally like kicking as he starts to sing. He starts to like do these like really cool like kind of tricks. He takes off the top of his hat. He moves it down his arm, across his back so it appears on like his other hand, puts it back on. He then starts...
I did not design it to be able to do that.
He jumps up on the table and starts kicking plates off the kitchen sink.
That is
I'm
so
actually
cool.
I'm
could
actively
you jump into my
impressed.
arms? Can you jump that far? Are you that good?
I'm gonna point out it is quite heavy. It is still a robot.
But it's a smaller robot.
Yeah, it's small in the size of a gnome, kind of small.
Yeah.
But like, I could lift it though, right?
Maybe. What's your
I
strength?
mean,
So you got like 8 bulk.
I got a +3.
Yeah, no, actually, yeah, you'll be okay. You'll be. I mean, it's not light, but yeah, you could do it. All right. As he then goes. All right. Well, then let me put some potatoes on these chips. As he jumps up onto the top of the shelf, and he leaps into your arms.
Okay. When he leaps into my arms, I'm just gonna try to wrap myself around him and I'm probably gonna fall down, but I'm expecting to fall down backwards and just try to hold him. To
Sure.
prevent further damage.
Sure. He's still like kind of singing and dancing and playing music in your arms. You're kind of holding him.
Captain, what do you want me to do? What are we doing with him?
He's Merc's. Merc will take care of him.
Merc, what do you want?
Right, Merc?
let's go show him the vents to help with some of the repairs that we can't get to ourselves.
Can you control him so he doesn't hit Madeline anymore or anyone else?
Don't insult him. He's got his own. It's simple as that.
Meanwhile, on the floor.
Yeah.
I'm still in so much pain.
I was gonna say, Carolina, how
Alright.
the heck did you do that?
Oh, thank God, it's all over.
Another
Tybalt,
cup out of nowhere.
You are super cool.
Oh,
Do you think
Oh, no.
you can do it? Can you do that?
you froze.
Yeah, we couldn't hear what you do what?
Do you think you could do what Mercutio asked? Because you are so cool. Do you think you could go into the vents and help?
You watch as
That would be amazing.
you watch as he turns around. His upper body rotates 180 degrees to face you while you're holding him, and you watch as he does so, the back of his hand sort of slaps you across the face for like 1 damage, like just non-lethal kind of slap. And it's more of an accident than anything else because his arms are like wet, like noodling arms as he whack. Can I do that? Yeah, well, of course I can do that.
Awesome. You are so cool. And I let him go. And...
You're so cool. You keep the ship really, really spiffy. That's how I describe the ship, cozy and spiffy, because you are so good at your job.
Thank you, Tibble. I think the ship is spiffy too. I love this ship.
So you want me to go into the air vents and make sure that the repairs are still happening? Well, I can definitely do that, but I've got a problem.
What's that?
I'm used to breaking things. You watch as he seems to hold up like a tiny little pencil, which just reads property of Gareth, and you watch as he just goes,
Well, what do you need to learn how to fix things instead of break them?
but breaking things is easy and fun.
Well, I guess I inadvertently could have also just made a combat robot.
Oh, God.
So, I mean, technically speaking, Captain, you asked if I made a machine for war. Well, I mean, indirectly.
You watch as he pulls off one of his fingers. Uh-oh.
Don't worry,
He tries to hide it in Carlina's pocket. Shh, be cool.
Even though we all saw it.
He then waves at Mercutio with the hand with the missing finger.
I'm sure I can find something to give him the data of being able to repair stuff.
We're cool, Tibble, but we want to keep the ship spiffy, so we're gonna stop breaking the ship, right, man?
Oh, you're talking to me. I'm not a man.
Right, Tibble, robot, cool dude.
What was the question?
We're gonna stop breaking the ship so we can keep it spiffy, right?
We're gonna stop breaking the ship to keep it spiffy.
Please.
I mean, I guess. But if
Thanks.
but if not breaking, then what is point? What is the purpose of life?
We'll find
Mercutio's
we'll find
gonna
you more robots to break, so we can prove that you're the best robot.
He looks at Mercutio.
Except for Expo.
Break robots. Okay.
Yeah.
Expo is the
Or
only
Merc.
robot off limits. And myself.
That was a very close call, Mercutio.
I know how you think.
Oh my God.
We're gonna find
Loved it.
we're gonna find one of those big corporate robots with the big guns. And we're gonna try to get you into one of those bodies eventually.
Okay. Count me in. How can I start fixing things?
Here, I'll show you. And he's gonna take Tybalt to the engine room and show him like basic repair stuff.
All right. You can put me down now. Come on, quit it. You're crapping my style, kid.
Merc wasn't carrying him.
No, Carlina.
Oh, Carlina's still.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh no, I'm staying on the floor and I just let Tibble go.
Oh, okay. Yep. All right. He dusts himself off and he says, "All right, I'm right behind you."
He's not behind me, is he?
Yes, he is.
Okay. Well.
So,
Yeah, Merc
as
will
you make your way
go
into
off.
the engine room, Madeline, you are being treated and you regain consciousness. You are in the med bay. A couple of hours have now transpired since the lounge and the like. Everyone at this point will have endured and enjoyed a long rest, which I will give you guys now. And you are all, effectively on full hit points now as well. Madeline, you come to again in the med bay where Elwyn is continuing to do their research and the like, and you're feeling a lot better. You are now less wounded, and Gareth, you are no longer wounded. All right.
Madeline sits up and says, "Sometimes I think I should probably just keep my mouth shut."
Elwyn looks over at her, does a real quick look over to make sure she's actually good to be sitting up, and she goes, "Sometimes that would probably be the better part of valor, but also sometimes that is not the better part of valor. But I was not expecting Merc to make a robot toddler baby. I figured he would have gone with like a dog, like a itty bitty dog or something. But otherwise, you're okay? You're good?"
I'm okay. I just don't know how I'm going to do around something that's so kid. I'm a soldier. I don't deal with kids.
Technically, you also
Above
didn't have a
table,
childhood.
above table. I love that y'all keep calling it a toddler when it's just excitable to have opposable thumbs instead of just being energy.
I actually also specifically gave it old man energy to match Makusho because you mentioned that it was also kind of like based off Expo's programming, so that's why its voice changed to kind of be similar to Expo's.
Yeah.
But like an old version of Expo, if that makes sense. Because
Yeah.
Expo for me is like a TV host, like the "Hi there, welcome, come down, play The Price is Right," and the earlier version of that is the radio presenter, which I went with the radio voice, so like it's the older version.
I think it works perfect for him. I
Thank
love
you.
it.
I thought it did. I'm not gonna lie though. I'm giving this above the table as well. I'm probably gonna merge Tybalt and Expo at some point or another because I don't want to be playing two NPC robots so similar to one another.
Well, to be fair, I wasn't expecting you to give it a personality to begin with because it's got a negative intelligence.
Yeah, but so does Expo.
That explains a lot.
Anywho.
Elwyn still is just, now that Madeline's upright and has done all the physical things, she's still pacing back and forth to the med bay, looking at meds and stuff, and she's just like, you have a unique energy to you, Madeline, and some people, robots, and tend to not. She puts a hand on her face for a second, and then she goes, "You have a very loud energy. Not that that's a bad thing, but not everybody or every robot, in the case of you just getting knocked to shit by a coffee mug, is gonna take it well."
I think what she's trying to say is you're a condescending dick. You watch as the curtain sort of slides across and Boyd is still on fucking IVs.
Hey, Boyd, nice to see ya.
I'll refresh your banana bags, Boyd. That's not exactly what I was trying to say. But...
Oh no, it's exactly it's exactly the thing. Look, I get it. There's being tough and there's acting tough. I grew up with a family of 8 brothers and 12 sisters. Every single one of them wanted a piece of some kind of glory. And you know what they all did? You know what they all had in common? They all talked a big game. You want to show people that you're tough? Be tough. Don't talk tough. Ever since I met you, Medellin, I've heard the stories of the Vesk soldiers. I've heard the stories of Gareth and his crew and a skittermander that managed to single-handedly wrestle a juggernaut from a train. You know what was the most disappointing thing when I came to this ship?
What's that, boy?
Was not getting to see that person.
All right. You and me in the room. If you want to see it, is that what you want to see?
He points at all the IVs. This is my point. A real top badass, they don't need to prove anything to anyone. It's not about talk. It's not about what anyone else gives a shit about what you're doing. It's about you knowing that what you're doing that's everything. You're tough because you believe you're tough. Because if you can't prove it to yourself, who can you prove it to?
Madeline looks down and shakes her head. I think I've proven that I'm tough. Obviously you just said you've heard the stories, but you don't know the whole story.
Mm-hmm. Of course, I met you like a day ago. You don't know my story. I don't know their story. I don't know your story. Does that change whether or not you see yourself as someone who's strong and capable? I mean, I showed up here and you started calling me baby. Like somehow or another you knew my story and you knew where I came from. That kind of disrespect, yeah, I don't let that slide for people who don't know me.
Well, maybe you shouldn't judge me either.
Oh, I hope to judge you. Because as far as I'm concerned, I'm paid to do a job here. And that job, so far, ain't paying well enough. My job is to get you there alive and in a ship that can function. Sure, I made a mistake, perhaps. You shouldn't really talk smack about someone's ship with the engineer still here. I get that, and I'll probably apologize to Carlina and Mercutio at some point or another, but look, my hands are on this ship as much as theirs. Well, not as much, but you get what I'm saying. But, between the way that Gareth's been talking to me, the way you've been talking to me, it's all fluff. I mean, you disrespected that robot and that braining flying cup. That was brilliant. You trying to prove yourself to a tiny robot?
Madeline blushes as much as a skittermander of her coloring could blush.
How does a skittermander blush? I'd imagine it'd be in the cheeks. I imagine like embarrassment would kind of like flush their cheeks and kind of make their fur sort of stand on ends a little bit.
A little bit in the ears.
It's
not covered with fur.
Yep, I can see that.
And she steels herself and she looks up at Boyd and okay. You have a point. I'm sorry. And like I said, thanks for taking one for the captain.
He was a little bit surprised. He was a little bit surprised by that, but he then says, yeah, okay, well, I'm sorry that I did end up pranking you. You just hadn't figured it out yet. I may have put bouillon cubes in your shower head. You haven't had a shower yet, so I mean, I think we're still good, but yeah. I'll fix that in a little bit.
Ellen, can I shower here?
Elowen laughs and she's just like, yeah, do you know where the shower stall in the med bay is? Go use that. Give boy time to protein shake over here, and you are gonna go fix it, yeah?
Yeah. He sort of stands up and sort of slowly gets out of bed. Like, again, it's been 24 hours, so, like, well, about 8 hours, should I say. As he gets up, he sort of goes to leave. He's not actually in his exosuit. He's just kind of in, normal and stuff like that. But he does have a newfound respect for Medellin, and I'm going to award Medellin with a hero point for mending the relationship.
Oh, thank you.
Well, freaking done. That was awesome. I actually didn't think that was gonna be how that goes down, because he was gonna just call you out and be like, "Fuck you." I knew I was right about you, but no, you kind of took that on the chin, which wasn't expected. And he's definitely having he's reassessing his opinions of you. He still thinks you're a dick. You challenged him to a fight while he was on a med bay, but that's actually not the worst thing to have happened to him.
As I pass by him, I say, I'm a little bit of a bitch. I will admit it.
Good. I think nice guys die up here.
That's why I am the way I am.
He'll kind of nod, and he'll go and fix your shower. All right. Meanwhile, Gareth, on the bridge, you have just rounded onto the path that you are going to be taking. Now, from your transportation, you are about to be going through a very rough bit of the drift further up ahead. There is strange anomalies that happen when you go off-grid, and June is preparing you for that. We are about to hit into it, and I'm not sure what's going to happen.
Okay, well, how much longer?
Any minute now.
Okay, Garrett's gonna hit the all hands and go. It may get rough. It's time. Make sure everything is locked down. And get ready. Here we go. He's gonna, cut the line and go. Well, are we ready?
All right. Here we go. As you pass over the anomalous area, you watch as the drift space around you begins to change, shift, and warp. Oh my god. Fucking go away. There we go. Perfect. So, with a sudden shoom, you begin to move. And as suddenly these streaming lights fly past the bridge, you careen yourself directly into the anomalous space. But something is wrong. The instruments start to go berserk. Red, blue, yellow, blue, red, blue, yellow, blue. As this pattern repeats over the alerts, all of a sudden ahead, Captain, there's asteroids in the drift. I'm gonna try and dodge them. You watch as Jun attempts to pilot around them. Unfortunately, systems malfunction. Core controls not serviceable. Captain, I can't dodge. Wait, and all of a sudden, bam! You strike one of the asteroids hard, bridge first. The front of the ship crumples. As it does so, the bridge glass cracks. Gareth, you have but a moment to react. What do you do?
It's like, this is above the table. Do they have? I have no idea what kind of
You don't have blast
helmets or
shielding.
things of that nature.
Yeah, you don't have.
No,
blast shield.
I'm just thinking along the lines of, do they have like essentially built into the things that will deal with vacuum, like allow them to be in vacuum, or do they have to?
Oh, your outfits? Yeah, your spacesuits will survive a temporary amount of time in space. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, it's rupturing. He's seal up, and it's slapping, and he's hitting the alarm button, even though that's probably redundant because everyone's going to have felt the crunch and the stuff. And
yep, you hit. So the alarms go off. Gareth, you be prepared to sound an alert. You raise up your speaker to call out over the comms. Then suddenly, bam! The glass shatters, pulling itself outwards. You and Jun hit the panel and fly out into space, into a whole drift of these asteroids. You start to collide with them. Bam, bam! You start to hit them left, right, and center, and you kind of feel yourself pressed up against one of them as they roll into view. You watch as the rest of the ship, with no pilot on the deck, suddenly get hit by a wide variety of these asteroids, and you watch as the Morning Phoenix is destroyed.
it's like,
Captain, you hear Jun's voice. Captain, are you ready to go?
Yeah.
Jun is sitting at her console, looking at Gareth, who seems slightly confused. We're just about to reach the anomalous space. Are you ready, Captain?
can we stop?
In the drift? No, but we could try to fight against the current a little bit.
Can we? I've got something just happened. I don't know what it is. How are we not dead?
Captain?
There's something in the anomaly.
Well,
I don't understand it.
Yeah, anomalous areas are always occupied, usually with light debris or something like that, But I'll be fine. I can pilot my way through anything, Captain. You can trust me.
This is... He's...
Jun will slow the ship down a little bit, by the way, by your command.
Yeah.
So basically, the way the drift works is it's like a river current, right? It's pulling everything forward along the drift. So what she's done is she's basically thrown the ship into reverse and is now fighting against the drift current. So it's not that you've stopped; you are still moving forward, just a little slower.
Slower. It's like Gareth is going on the intercom going, I don't know what's going on. Something's there. Brace for impact. Brace. Prepare for vacuum.
What? Jun looks around,
Carlina.
just like nothing. Yep, go on.
Carlina, I need you on the backup controls, please, now.
I'm hauling ass.
I mean, you are, but also nothing's wrong. Like,
I know, but it's like
no, I'm talking to
he's.
No, I meant to Carlina. Carlina, you're like, it's very much an urgent thing, but at the same time, your instruments don't show anything around you. There's nothing wrong with the system. Everything's fine. You're at your station though.
Captain, controls seem okay.
What? I don't know what's going on. Something just happened. And I just saw the ship destroyed in this anomaly. We can't stop. So...
Well, no, that's how the drift works.
The bridge,
we can't stop.
I understand that. The bridge was destroyed. If you guys at least are ready in engineering, you might stand a chance.
All of a sudden,
at which point it's like,
we've entered the anomaly, Captain. And
strap down.
Strap down. Well, Jun strap. Elwyn, Medlin, do you guys strap down?
Yeah, Elwyn secures anything loose in Mebe and straps down and braces for impact.
It's quiet, but
Madeline has made her way back. Madeline has made her way back to the security area and straps in and gets ready for whatever may happen.
all right. A few moments pass, and everything seems fine once you enter the anomaly. Until, of course, once again the instruments begin to go off. Captain, we've entered into an asteroid belt field. There's asteroids in the drift. I'm gonna try and dodge them as best I can. She begins to try and pilot, and once again, does not manage to evade the same asteroid coming upon her on her right. As it strikes again, crumple. The exact same sequence: red, blue, yellow, blue, red, blue, yellow, blue. Flashes in sequence as once again the glass shatters. Gareth, you have a fleeting moment before it breaks to do something. What would you like to do?
That's why. I mean, this time he's strapped in, and it's like, there's a color pattern, and he doesn't understand. It's like trying to help June, from the control, like whatever controls he's got as well, but it's,
All right, it's a bit late for this run. So as the glass breaks, everything gets sucked out, but because you guys have strapped in, you do not end up being sucked out into space. Jun continues to try and fly as best as they can, but the controls are still sticking. They're still not working. Captain, controls aren't responding properly. I'm not sure what's wrong. As more of the asteroids begin to hit. In the engine room, Carlina and Mercutio, you guys are strapped down. When you can see on your instruments that there are meteors basically flying towards the engine bay. What do you guys do?
I don't suppose we had time to install the new shield upgrades, right?
Nope, they are not installed presently.
Are our regular shields up at all at the moment?
Nope, they have not been activated.
Then that'll be the first thing Merc does, is try to activate the shields.
All right, very well. You activate the shields as they go up. Some of the engine room debris begins to bounce off the shields. However, a very large asteroid, bam, slams into the side of it, destroying it, and managing to hit some of the flight control systems. Medlin and Elwyn, what about the two of you? Bless you.
Thank you.
Madeline is being jostled around, and she's looking around. Even though she's strapped in, she's scanning the room to see if there's anything that can be used to try to help. But she's just not seeing anything that's not her.
And make a perception
in
check.
her experience.
Unfortunately, yes, you are right. You have a lot of weapons and a lot of stuff here, but nothing that could really prepare you against a barrage of asteroids and the like. All right. Elwyn still in medbay, strapped down, just chilling out.
Hearing everything between the comms and obviously feeling and hearing the hits on the ship. Would Elwyn be able to see anything in the med bay that could do anything, or no dice?
Everything in the med bay does stuff. It depends on what stuff
I mean,
you need it to do.
So the bridge has been hit, the engine room has been hit. Has the med bay been hit yet?
The med bay hasn't been hit yet, no.
And last question, are there escape pods on the ship?
No.
Or
the
no,
ship
because
is-
it's just a storage stingy.
Yeah, it's a bit too small for escape pods.
In that case, L is going to attempt comms, because obviously she isn't like in the bridge or the engine room. She doesn't know how bad the rest of the damage is by sight. She's going to attempt the comms. Captain, can we get a head count?
Sound off.
Madeline checking in.
Essentially.
Carlina and Mercutio checking in.
June
June
checking
and I are
in.
here.
Mhm.
Boyd, where are you?
I'm in midday.
Boyd is trying to call out, but his comms are static. There is a explosion coming from inside of the ship. The shields go down. The meteors begin to bombard the vessel, and all of a sudden, bam! An explosion rocks through the ship as everyone is engulfed in flames. Captain? Everything okay? I said we're approaching the anomaly.
Can we break out of the drift now?
Yeah, we can, but Captain, we're very close to void space. If we break out now and get our trajectory wrong, we might be stuck in the vast permanently.
We're about to be destroyed.
Pardon? I mean, everything seems fine.
It's there's a loop. We're looping. Does where was the does red, blue, yellow, blue mean anything to you? And he's hitting the comms and going, brace. Does red, blue, yellow, blue lights mean anything to anybody?
Boyd will respond. I mean, the tractor beam that I have that I installed, there are 3 settings to it. Red light, which draws things closer, blue lights, which repels things, and yellow light, which is kind of like a mixture of the two. It holds things in stasis. Generally, we use it for like cargo that's alive, but like, that's just kind of stops them from squirming and hurting themselves while they're in the beam.
We're about to hit an anomaly and we seem to be in a loop. This is the 3rd time we're going in, and every time the lights on the bridge have gone red, blue, yellow, blue, continuously. Then we have been failed. Shields up now, brace, but we need to figure out what is going on. Something is seriously weirder than normal in this space. I don't know that we can risk.
So, no one else has memories of the previous iterations. The captain seems unwell. He's asking for the shield to up. He's saying we're about to die. He says we're in a loop. There's a lot of stuff that just isn't making sense to anyone.
Right. Mert's gonna throw up the shields, because, I mean, being no stranger to weird shit. But is there anything in the computers that'll let me know what he's talking about with the lights, like what they mean or anything?
You saw that Boyd had downloaded an instruction manual for using the tractor beam. It does have, as it says, like the red, blue, and yellow lights, and you also read that you can use them in combination with one another. So you can also get a green and a purple light and an orange light as well, which do different things. Though it is still kind of experimental.
Yeah. Captain, I can confirm what Boyd said. All I'm finding is exactly that, just the tractor beam. Shields are up just as a precaution, though.
Yeah. Boyd, is there any way of disabling temporarily the tractor beam?
Disabling the tractor beam? I mean, yeah. I mean, I can. Hold on. Give me 2 seconds. I'll do it. I'm just in the ship's vents at the moment, taking care of something.
Can
I don't know that
everybody
we've got-
hear the conversation?
That's up to the captain.
Yeah, no, he's
Is it
gone
over
all
open-
hands
Yeah.
on
Okay.
this
So
one.
yeah. It's
Yeah.
over open comms.
Open jail.
Captain, instead of disabling it, if what you're saying is true, why don't you use the tractor beam instead? Is it a code on how to use the tractor beam as things are coming at us?
What things?
Oh, he didn't say anything about the asteroids,
No.
did you, Captain?
No,
Or-
all he
okay,
said
Captain,
was
is
to
it-
throw the
is it-
shields up.
Yeah. No.
Is it a code on
I'll
how to use the tractor beams?
I'm going to challenge everyone at the table here. This is another one of the DAG PSA moments. Not PSA moments, but more.
Yeah.
Right? We as players understand what's happening here because we of course are listening to the things as they go through. My challenge to you is, what is your character's response to the captain's current state of mind? If you were looking at it from there, what story are you trying to tell? Are you trying to beat my time loop? Or are you trying to tell a story with these characters? If your objective is to beat the mind loop, you're already on that path. You know, I've given you everything to need, and let's face it, what's the worst thing that happens in a time loop? You are reset and you have another go at it. Meaning that you can fail 1,000,000 times and you'll have 1,000,000 chances to do it. So why not, while you have this free card to potentially interact in any way, shape, or form in the story, use that to its fullest and, play around with story stuff.
So, for my thought process is, Merc's very old. He's used to the weird stuff happening. So he's going to believe that something's wrong, even if he can't see it.
Sure.
With Madeline's training, for the most part, she follows command.
Disagree. Your whole plot line currently is, stands to reason you didn't follow orders. Because the orders, would have been.
Well, to be continued on that.
Yeah, we don't need to go into it, but you
Um,
understand what I'm trying to get at with that. I would disagree that you would mindlessly follow orders.
Yeah. Well, as I said, to the most part.
Yeah,
So
I'd
she
say-
has doubts.
Mm-mm. How would you express
She
them?
has doubts of it.
And Carlina, same thing. Elowen, same thing. Like I said, play around with the space. I've set the stage. I mean, if you guys just want to go along with everything and just be like, yeah, okay, cool, this is what we're doing, you can, absolutely. But, see how we go.
Elwyn is gonna pop in back on the comms. She's heard the stress and the intensity of an urgency in Garrett's voice up to this point.
Mm-hmm.
And she is like in the back of her head, running through different scenarios because she's trained as a medical officer, but to Gareth and on comms, specifically to Garrett, like calming to Garrett specifically, not the entire crew. She's gonna go, Captain, you sound as though you're in distress. Permission to enact an evaluation on your mental state.
Granted. Like something if something's wrong with me, I've lived this moment more than once.
You begin to make
It's
your
different.
way. Yeah, you begin to make your way over, and Gareth, you'll continue the conversation in person as well. As Elwyn, you begin to assess Gareth's mindset. Now, you're on the bridge at the same time. I need you to make me a medicine check.
Oh,
Gareth,
can I hero point?
You won't need to, it's fine. Because remember,
Okay.
we're going to reset.
Yes.
So, you feel as though Gareth is fine, but, this level of stress this sudden onset of stress, seems like he's been stressed for a lot longer than just an instant, you know what I mean? Like, something seems definitely off. At that point in time, Jun says, Captain, we've entered the anomaly. We're in the middle of an asteroid field. There are asteroids everywhere. I'm gonna try and bring us around. As the ship begins to move, all of a sudden the large asteroid hits. It bounces off the shield and utterly destroys it. Oh shit! Sorry, Captain. The controls, they're not working as they should be. Something's off with the flight controls. She tries once more to pilot through the asteroid belt, and this time, as this happens, rather than striking a single large asteroid, you watch as a tiny shower of micro asteroids, like a machine gun, suddenly fire upon the ship. With the shields now down, it perforates the entire vessel, turning it into Swiss cheese. There is no explosive decompression. The atmosphere is suddenly gone, and everyone aboard is riddled with bullets. Stillness. The gravity centers fail. The power goes out. The morning phoenix floats dead in space. And suddenly, Gareth. Captain? Captain's everything all right? I just said we're about to enter the anomaly. At this point in time, as Gareth sort of almost like resigns himself, there is one thing that has changed. You see Tybalt, who is on the deck now. Tybalt wasn't on the deck the last 4 times, but he's there, and he looks at you. He waves. He's missing a finger.
Tybalt, can you stop what's happening?
He stops waving. He blinks.
Are you doing this to us?
I'm not sure what you mean. I stopped waving.
And he's going to ask if the color pattern means anything to Tybalt.
No. But it has been fun. Every single time the ship blows up, we float around in space. It's actually quite exhilarating. That last one was also interesting. We didn't get blown out, we got blown in.
Gareth is looking at him going, so you're looping as well.
Looping.
I don't know what else to call it.
I like
you
it.
Making the loop? Are
Am I?
you making the loop?
Maybe. I don't know. I can do this. He cartwheels. Whee!
Can you look at the controls and see if there is anything wrong with them or strange? Did Merc add that to your programming?
I've got some basic, do I have, Mercutio, does your thing have computing as a skill?
It does not. It's actually got a -4 because
I'll take a look.
it can pilot.
It's
got +3 to piloting.
It says, I'm sorry, sir, but your cheese pizza will not be done in time.
Expo, are you here? Like Expo?
Expo! Yes, how can I be of assistance? Oh, it's you.
Yeah, no, ignore Tybalt, please. I need to talk to you.
Yes?
Have you experienced anything strange?
Oh, yes.
Like the
the
ship
entire
going
ship
straight.
systems suddenly go off, and then on, and then off, and then on, and then off, and then on. That's very peculiar. I especially like the bit where I stop reading Tybalt's data. It immediately vanishes. It's like a hot shower on a cold day.
Gareth
So I
can't
didn't
help
think I may
himself,
have put
but
a demon
he
inside
grins a
Expo.
bit. Can you stop what's happening?
Can I stop
To
what's
Expo.
happening?
The loop, the controls. Can you keep the controls running?
Oh, well, yes. Would you like me to conduct a systems diagnostic?
Please, now.
Very well. Scanning, 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 scanning. Aha! Here we go. There appears to be a fire breaking out.
Fire? Where?
Indeed. It is happening in the vents as we presently speak. We have a crew member named Boyd who is currently trapped between two floors. The smoke is slowly beginning to asphyxiate him. He will be dead in a mere matter of moments, if not quickly assisted. Oh, wait, never
He's going
mind.
to hit. What?
It's okay, don't worry about it. The problem has resolved itself. Dum 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 dum. No, no, no.
How has the problem
Well.
resolved itself, Expo?
Well, the crew member named Boyd is no longer on the vessel.
What?
Yes! In fact, if you take a quick glance out of the security windows, you watch as one of the screens opens up, and you see Boyd on the outside of the ship with his exoskeleton sort of clinging onto it. A large portion near where the flight controls were has exploded outwards, taking Boyd out with it. He is now hanging onto the edge. Captain,
So
we've just entered the anomaly. There's asteroids everywhere. Captain, as they try and dodge. Unfortunately, the shields are not up. So as she attempts to dodge that first one, we'll meet again. Don't know where, don't know when, and I know.
Oh my god.
And once again, we loop back to Gareth. But that, of course, is a story to be continued next week, and maybe next week, and then maybe next week, and then maybe next week.
This
And
is the
then-
campaign now.
Groundhog
Yeah.
Day.
All right, but guys, Thank you so much for listening. If you are curious as to what the fuck this is going on, this is from our sudden recollection card, where Gareth is remembering the events of the time skip. But the sudden recollection is where the robots have now pieced that together. But according to our flight encounters random table, we have under number 12. The ship gets caught in a temporal loop, reappearing in the same spot, sustaining more damage each time. That was our plot twist table flip, which of course courtesy of Schooly Eye. So thank you for that. So this whole little
Thanks, Schooly Eye.
thing is it's Schooly Eye's fault, but it's also a very cool story, so I do like it. So yeah, there you go.
Gatewalkers are so toasted.
Jesus Christ.
Right.
Gareth coming out for blood. All right. Now, guys, thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys had a great time. My name's Michael. This is my place. This is my face. You can find it here a number of times during the week. Our next session is on Wednesday for Season of Ghosts, where we will be joined by a new player. Ladies and gentlemen, big shout out to Adam Thorne, who is a longtime member in the chat. You know, we've seen Adam for quite a while now. Adam is going to be joining the Season of Ghost crew this week. So yeah, be sure to say hi and send some love. We do have one more seat available on Season of Ghost. If we can fill it with someone who hasn't got a seat at one of my tables, I would absolutely love that to happen. So yeah, just let us know if you are interested in playing with Dag on one of his shows, and we'll square that up. So guys, till next time, stay safe, stay wonderful, be kind to each other, because why the fuck not? It's free. And until we meet again, game hard or die trying. Ciao, ciao. Oh yeah, Tuesday nights for the folks in the US.